Alright, you YouTube fans out there, this is David, building a deck with plastic pallets. That's right. The frame, everything up here is all completed. As you can see, bottom structure, frame itself is done. Bottom structure is done, as you can see here. So down here we're going to be placing screens with small fastening boards on here to hide the stapling of the screens. They're going to be on the bottom. We're going to be screening this area up also here. That would be right above the deck. And the top here, we're going to be building screens, actually screen windows actually, made out of boards attached to it, but you'll be able to unfasten it from the top and drop the screen down so you can have whatever view we have. Anyway, also, like I said before, this bottom structure here will be plywood, and this structure over here, as you can see, will be with plywood. And this section over here will be with plywood. I'm still thinking on what to do within the situation with the door. I was actually thinking of a sliding door. A nice cool looking wooden door that can sit on a rack. They will just slide across. That would be kind of cool. I haven't decided that yet, but I'll see what I can invent within that structure. The only thing that I'm concerned about is once I built the bottom piece for that, dirt, rock, whatever gets in there and start screwing it up. But I'll figure out something. If not, I'll leave it as it is. And as you can see up here, give you an idea. It's probably too dark. But as I said before, we are burning the wood. And then after that, we're going to hit it with a varnish. And that means every wood out here will be burned and varnished. So that's going to look really cool. And we got to scrub the boards because it's still got that that protection on it. As you can see here last night, I was burning up this part right here. Anyway, I'm really happy with it. Later on will be plywood. After we do the plywood on the roof and everything, get that going on, I'll be dropping that sink you see over here. We'll be going over there. We're going to redo the whole entire electrical system here because there's going to be a nice cooler that goes there. Holds like 72 beers. And like I said before, right here between this green pole and the new pole here will be a nice granite that will be going here for the bar situation. And also one coming across this way. And this side is going to be with plywood. Thinking about putting a little dartboard there. We'll see how that goes. This section over here, I will be removing everything you see here and redo those pallets, get them all done. So That'll be the next thing to do. Yep. These I bought a long time ago from a friend of mine. He had them, and I checked them out on eBay, and they were too expensive. So a friend of mine said that they had a warehouse they were shutting down, and they had all these pallets, and decided to go over there and give him a couple $100 for them. And I've had them since. I think I've had them for the last, I don't know, 10 years. Anyway, it all came out very well, very good. Everything is perfectly balanced. Everything is nice and straight, as you can see here. And like I said before, I did a tilt on the bar floor here, just in case, you know, when it rains and stuff, you know, we get some weather out here, and make sure that the water just runs out. You know, that's what rotted the other wood before, besides it wasn't treated. So anyway, I'm trying to protect that wood as good as I can. Then this centerpiece right here, I'll be building another wood area. But like I said in the past, it will be removable. So this way you can lift it up and remove it. And anytime wood gets rotted or you need to build a structure here or something. Because basically I'm going to be putting a roof up here. I'm going to need this section right here for the poles to go straight out, and then one over there, one attaching on that side over here. So we'll have 3 poles going out, and maybe 2, 3, no, I would say about 3 on the outside of this. But that'll be later on in the future. You know, so I was heading to work today, but my ignition in my van didn't want to work, so I will be waiting on a friend of mine to come by when he gets off work, and I'll go pick it up and put it in. So I figured, since I wasn't able to go to work, let me continue finishing here. And the only thing that I really needed to do and finish within the wood situation was down here. This area that I did here already. So anyway, stay tuned, and I'll show you some more of the progress as we go along here. So for those out there who really want to know how to build a deck with plastic pallets, this is the way to go, man. I mean, there's not going to rot, you know, and everything here, it's not nailed down. It's all screwed in. So everything here is removable, believe it or not. You can take this whole thing apart. Take every wood with you and do this somewhere else if you wanted to. Not something I want to do, but that's the way it goes. As I said before, you just put 4x4s into the ground. Make sure you have a brick that you put on the bottom of the hole, and put your 4x4 down, and then pack it in really tight and hard, you know, and then run 2x4s all the way across for every one of the pallets, because there's 3 sections on a pallet, and you place them on there perfectly balanced, and you shouldn't have any problems. So you're basically putting 4x4s every 2.5 feet, 3 feet, going across. Make the wood nice and solid, because you can't just put 3 4x4s all the way across and then place a 2x4 that's going to be sitting flat. It will warp a little, and you don't want that. Anyway, stay tuned. I will be getting back with everybody. I think everything's working out pretty good so far. So far, money-wise, I think I spent about close to $700. And that's with everything. Cement, that's screws, everything, you know. And I'm going to buy some good varnish for it. And that'll be later on in the next couple days. And we'll go from there. So we're going to rough sand it, you know, Not as, super smooth or anything, but I'm using my sand machine here to rough it up, turning on my compressor. I got like 250 pound pressure compressor in the bunker, and it connects all the way out here, so I'm gonna kick that in and rough this up a little bit and burn all the wood and start varnishing it, get it going. And I think the very last thing we're probably going to end up doing will be putting the granite down, and that's got to be some good precision that we're going to have to do. Any mistakes on that granite, you can crack it, break it. I have plenty of it in the garage that was given to me, and it's not cheap. I would say it's about $6,000-7,000 worth of granite there. So anyway, folks, I'll be getting back with you. So stay tuned. Signing out.